Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for today's broadcast of Field of Dreams Opening Day Baseball. We are in Season 8, and we're set to go. We have realigned divisions. We have newly drafted teams. We've got spring training under our belt, and here we are going to play the season. So let me load the game. We have a brand new game, Action PC 2025. And let's see it load. There it comes. There we go. Action PC. We'll double check to make sure it's the right. There's a latest update, 12/30, 2024. There it is. And there you see are 4 brand new realigned divisions, same names, different teams. Sandlot Division, Lancaster, Cleveland, Manchester, Amazing Beantown. Moneyball Division, Lehigh, Philadelphia, Chicago, Bronx, and St. Louis. The Bronx is David Lando's team moving from Chicago to the Bronx. It's a little confusing team. It's a Chicago team moved to the Bronx, and they moved the Kansas City Municipal Stadium to New York to play in. But you'll get it pretty soon. Natural Division, Vegas, my team. Union Stewards, that's the D-Gens. Washington, Hagerstown, and Florence. And the rain delay division, the brand new Carolina team. Edmonton, Hadley Lake, Crystal Lake, and San Francisco. If you watched the show yesterday done by MV, Steve Tate, and Jeff Hunter, as they did the preview show, you will know that in the Moneyball division, Lehigh and St. Louis are favored to battle it out there. In the natural division, Vegas, Union Stewards, and Washington are scheduled to battle it out there. And in the rain delay division, San Francisco, Crystal Lake, and Edmonton will be battling for division titles in those 3 divisions. The Sandlot division, generally accepted to be the weakest divisions, generally won by Beantown. I've seen Amazing Manchester win it. And Cleveland, the only team I have not seen win it in preseason simulations is Lancaster. Without any further ado, let's take a look at the opening day schedule. There's only 2 games on the board. Beantown at Lehigh, Hadley Lake at San Francisco. And we're going to play the first game on the schedule today. Beantown at Lehigh. We will play 1 or 2 other games depending on how long my voice holds out. But right now, it is Beantown and Lehigh. Let's go to the field. There we have the logos all in place. Hippo Vaughn pitching for the Orioles. Lizards will have Carl Hubble, and their lineup is in. There's the Orioles lineup. Everything's in. Let's go down to the field. And right off the bat, I have the sound off, so you'll have to forgive me. Let me fix that right now. I play preseason games without sound. Okay, all I got to do is find out where sound effects. There we go. We now have sound. We didn't get the full national anthem, but you got the picture. Here we are in Forbes Field, Beantown at the Lizards. Batting order for Beantown will have Haffey in left field batting first, Lazari at second batting second, Ordonez in right field. Batting third, Johnson in center field fourth, McGriff fifth batting at first base. Thomas, the DH, batting sixth, Correa at short seventh, Wilson catching eighth, Kell at third base. Batting ninth, Hippo Vaughn, the pitcher. Kenny Williams, Willie Mays, and Bobby Abreu in the outfield. And as David Landau reminded me, I have to fix the Willie Mays photo, which I have to do every time I load this team. It just doesn't stick. Brett Ramirez, Alomar, and Giambi in the infield. I recall that to be the same lineup as last season. Campanella catching, Hubble pitching. I have to wait till the second at bat to fix that center fielder, Willie Mays' photo. And here's opening day pitch, called Hubble to Chick Hafey. Bounding ball to short. Hanley Ramirez across the diamond. It's going to be close. And Hafey beats it out. Infield hit. We now go to the Lehigh roster. Roster tools. Player photos. And of course, they disappear. Willie Mays, use the photo. We're there. And Willie's got a picture. Hafey on first. Tony Lazzari steps into the batter's box on the right side. Hubble delivers. Slow roller to Ramirez at short. And there's 2 infield hits to start the season for the Beantown Orioles. Aaron Reed's here, and Jeff Hunter is in the ballpark. We have a good-sized crowd that's filing in to watch opening day here in Field of Dreams Season 8. Maglio Ordonez, 2 runners on, goes down swinging, and Bob Johnson's been with the Orioles every year I can remember, steps in. 2 strikeouts as Hubble bears down after the first 2 batters reach first on infield hits. Fred McGriff. There it is. He struck out the side. Heading to the bottom of the first. Beantown, nothing. Lizards coming to bat. Grant Ellis comes in. Nice to see you, Grant. Appreciate you coming by. Midlife crisis, and Slashed is in the ballpark. Here we go. Lineup for Lehigh shows is Abreu in right, Nicholson the DH, Ramirez at short, Mays in center, Giambi batting 5th at first, Campanella catching, batting 6th, Brett at third base 7th, Kenny Williams, a new addition to the Lehigh team, 8th, Alomar at second, hitting 9th. In the outfield for Beantown, Hafey, someone tell me if I'm pronouncing it, is it Haffey? I don't know. But I will, Haley, excuse me. No, let's try it again. Hafey. So you guys will tell me if I'm saying it wrong. Johnson in center, Ordonez in right, Kell, Correa, Lazari, McGriff left to right in the infield, Wilson catching, Hippo Vaughn once again pitching on the mound, and Abreu bangs a base hit into left field. Base hit. It's a double for Bobby Abreu. Fred Nicholson up, the DH. Ball's headed for the seats. But it's caught, leaning over for the out, 1 away. Hanley Ramirez the longtime shortstop of the Lehigh Lizard, hits it to Correa, makes a great play, and over to McGriffin, as everybody who watches these games know, great plays are always outs. Abreu still at second, 2 away, Willie Mays. Base hit in the left field. It's going to end up to be a double, and Willie Mays knocks in the first run of the season. 1-0 Lizards. Jason Giambi stepping to the plate. Pops it up to the infield. This should be the third out. And it is, as McGriff puts it away. We head to the top of the second, 1-0 Lehigh. Frank Thomas, Correa, and Wilson to face Carl Hubble. And there's the new trajectory of the fly ball out. It looks like a home run, but he's out. Carlos Correa trots down to first. And Jimmy Wilson he trots down to first as Hubble has lost the plate. 2 on, 1 out. Top of the second inning. And there's a blooper in the right field. That gets down in front of Abreu. Everybody's going to go up a base. Bases are going to be loaded for Beantown. 1 away. And Chick Hafey, the guy who had trouble pronouncing his name, I don't know how, why or how, but he steps in. In the year that he was drafted from, he's got an OPS over 1,000. Lots of extra base hits. Let's see what happens. Hubble delivers. Line drive right back to Hubble for the second out of the inning. Carl trying to get out of this without allowing any runs. Bases loaded, 1 out now. There's 2 outs for Tony Lazzari. There's a line drive. This one's going to get past the pitcher in the center field. 2 runs will score. And Beantown takes a 2-1 lead here in the second inning. Maglio Doñas deep to left. It's off the wall. Kenny Williams takes it on a bounce. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. 4 runs now in for Beantown on the top of the second. Carl Hubble getting hammered. It is 4-1 Beantown. To the delight of what happened, midlife crisis. Let's go Beantown. Bob Johnson, Indian Bob Johnson, is going to hit it on the ground. Giambi's going to backhand it, flip it to Hubble, covering for the out. The inning's over, but not before Beantown scores 4 runs. We head to the bottom of the second. Beantown 4, Lehigh 1. Anybody new watching? The Field of Dreams Baseball League is created by Steve Tate and Big Clue. It is a simulated draft league using Action PC Baseball, as you can tell. This is our 8th season. We've been playing for 12 calendar months, so we get approximately 7 to 8 seasons in during the year. If you got a good team, winning goes fast, and if you have a bad team, losing goes fast. You get a chance every 6-7 weeks to draft a new team and compete in a new season. It's been a lot of fun. It's dominated my gaming table to the detriment of every other game I play. Campanella leads off here in the bottom of the second. Brett and Williams to follow. Hippo Vaughn delivers. 1 away. George Brett on the ground in the left field base hit. This is going to be a good year for Brett. In every simulation I did, Brett has a career year. Kenny Williams obtaining the trade with Hadley Lake, I believe, for the Hall of Famer, Ralph Kiner. Base hit in the right field. Williams delivers. Runners on first and second. One away. Roberto Alomar continues with the team. They played second base last year. He's going to pop it up in the shallow left field. Hafey's got it for the out. 2 down, 2 on. The pitch to Abreu. Fly ball deep in the right field. Ordonez puts it away for the out. Looked promising for Lehigh with a couple of runners on, but they do not score. Head to the top of the third. 1-0 Beantown. Hubble to face McGriff, Thomas, and Correa. 1 down. Fly to center. Mays got it. 2 away. Carlos Correa hits it on the ground to George Brett, is going to scoop it up. Throw to Giambi for the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles of Beantown. We head to the bottom of the third. 4-1 Beantown. Vaughn pitching to Nicholson, Ramirez, and Mays. Nicholson deep to left field. It is caught for the out. Hanley Ramirez to center field. 2 down. And Willie Mays. Center fielder's got it. 1, 2, 3 go the Lehigh Lizards. Top of the fourth we go. Wilson, Kell, and Hafey facing Hubble. Willie Mays puts it away. Kell on the ground to Alomar to Giambi. 2 down. Someone's injured. Let's see who it is. George Kell. He's out of the game. Chikafi trots to first. Runner on first, Tony Lazzari. Number 5 for Hubble. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 4-1 Beantown. Time to put in a third baseman for the Orioles. There he is. Cullenbine, didn't know he played third base, is coming in. Let me put the setup back to human. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the fourth, Giambi, Campanella, and Brett. Lazzari up with it. McGriff's got it for the out. Campanella 0 for 1. He trots down to first. George Brett has also had a great year. He batted .335 with 30 home runs in the year he's being based off of this season. Pops it up. Correa's got it. 2 down for Kenny Williams. And there's another hit for Kenny Williams today. He's 2 for 2. Campanella rounding second, goes to third. Maglio is charged with a poor play. And the Lizards, looking to make up some ground here, will send Roberto Alomar to the plate. Last year's leadoff hitter, Alomar is this year's number 9 hitter for the Lizards. And he struck him out, number 1. For Vaughn, we head to the top of the 5th, 4-1 Beantown. Ordonez, Johnson, and McGriff due up. Fly to center. Mays has got it. Fly to left. Williams is just going to watch this one go into the afternoon sky. It is a home run for Indian Bob Johnson, the first home run in Season 8 Field of Dreams. And it is now 5-1. Fred McGriff fouls out behind the plate. 2 down for Frank Thomas, who hits it into left field for a base hit. Correa stepping to the plate with Thomas at first. Hubble delivers. Line drive, base hit in left field. Thomas rounding second, heads for third. No throw. Runners on first and third. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Run already in for Beantown. Hubble stays on the mound. Manager Steve Tate is known for letting his guys pitch deep into games. Wilson in the left field, base hit, 1 run scores. There's a poor play going to be charged to Brett on this play. It is now 6-1. I don't know how deep he's going to let him pitch, but he's leading 6-1, runners on first and third. And Roy Columbine, one of my favorite players in Field of Dreams, is going to hit it to center. Mays is going to put it away for the out. To end the inning, halfway home here in Forbes Field, it is Beantown 6, Lehigh 1. The schedule today, I'm going to do a double or a triple header. I'm going to do the first 3 days of the season, then I'll zip up the file. And whether it's MV or Steve or somebody, they can pick it up. Maybe we'll have a second broadcast today. They were talking about that yesterday. Top of the order, Abreu, followed by Nicholson and Ramirez. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch to Abreu by Hippo Vaughn is a line drive, base hit in the right field. It's going to be off Bob Johnson's glove and all the way to the wall. It's going to be a double for Bobby Abreu, his second one of the day. Last time he had a double, he was knocked in by Willie Mays. That was way back in the first inning. Nicholson up. Second strikeout for Vaughn and Hanley Ramirez. Fly to center. 2 down. And like I said last time, that's a great play by Indian Bob Johnson. By the way, last time he was on second base. Up steps Willie Mays, and he doubled to knock him in. Let's see what happens this time. It's going to be a ground ball to Lazzari. No double this time. Mays thrown out. At the end of 5, it is 6-1 Beantown. Carl Hubble still on the mound will face the top of Beantown's order, Afey, Lazzari, and Ordonez. Strikeout number 6, Lazzari. Hits it to center. 2 down as Mays puts it away. The pitch to Ordonez. He struck him out. Number 7 for Carl Hubble. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 6-1. Giambi, Campanella, and Brett. Strikeout number 3 for Vaughn. Campanella deep in the right field. Ordonez backing to the fence, puts it away for the out. And George Brett 1 for 2 today. Hits a slow roll to the third. Throw across the diamond. He's got him for the out. Quick 1-2-3 inning. We head to the 7th. 6-1 Beantown. Bob Johnson up. Pops it up. Johnson homered his last time up. This time can't get it out of the infield. McGriff trots down the first. Frank Thomas, the DH. Mays has it for the out. For those of you who paid attention to the 2025 edition of Action PC, the trajectory of outfield flies, pop-ups, everything has changed in the chalkboard. Carlos Correa to left, that's deep, but Williams puts it away to end the inning. The first take me out to the ball game of season 8. We head to the bottom of the 7th. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Beantown. Lehigh 1 run, 6 hits, no errors. Beantown's left 7 on, and Lehigh is left 6 on. And Hippo Vaughn, both starting pitchers, still on the mound, will face Kenny Williams, Alomar, and then the top of the order, Abreu. Base hit. It's a double for Kenny Williams. Williams on second. Roberto Alomar steps in. Slow roller on the ground. Columbine cuts it off. Throws to McGriff for the out. Roberto Abreu, 2 for 3 today. Flies to left. Hafey's got it. Williams remains at second. 2 away. Fred Nicholson, the DH. He's going to single up the middle. That's going to score Williams. Lizards get another run at 6-2 with Nicholson at first. Vaughn now to face Hanley Ramirez. Throw to first. Number 4 to end the inning, Hippo Vaughn. We head to the top of the 8th. 6-2, Beantown. Hubble still on the mound facing Wilson, Columbine, and Hafey. Strikeout number 8 for Hubble. Let's take a look down. Hubble has walked 5 batters in today's game. Has not helped them. Chick Hafey, runner on first. Strikeout number 9. Strikeouts have helped him. 2 away for Tony Lazzari. Deep into right center field, but Willie Mays tracks it down. For the out, we head to the bottom of the 8th. 6-2 Beantown. Mays, Giambi, and Campanella. And we're going to have Alex Bredman coming in at third base to replace Columbine, who's a 1. Ground ball to McGriff. Flips to Vaughn for the out. Giambi on the ground to second. Lazzari fields it cleanly, 2 away. And Roy Campanella, who's going to single into center field. This guy, one of the top, if not the top catcher in Field of Dreams over the last several seasons. George Brett stepping in. Brett's going to single into right. Campanella's going to go to third. Brett is going to hold at first. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Hippo Vaughn still on the mound. Kenny Williams steps up. Here's the pitch. There's a ground that is short. Correa flips to Lazzeri for the out. To end the eighth, we head to the top of the ninth as the threat goes by the boards. It is 6-2 Beantown. And there's Mark. Mark, who, for people that might be watching that don't know, is the owner, general manager, and manager of these Beantown Orioles. Okay, here we go. Top of the ninth. Beantown will send O'Donnell's Johnson, who was homered today, and McGriff up against Hubble. Both starting pitches still in there. Willie Mays has it for the out. Johnson strikes out. Number 10 for Hubble as he turns red. Will he stay in? He will. Line drive right to Willie Mays, who puts it away to end the ninth. We head to the bottom of the ninth and to the top of the ninth. We head to the bottom of the ninth with Lehigh needing 4 runs to tie at 6-2 Beantown. Alomar, Abreu, and Nicholson to face Hippo Vaughn. Strikeout number 5. Strikeout number 6. And the line drive, base hit in the right field. That one's down into the corner. Nicholson rounds first, heads for second, rounds second, heading for third. The throw is not in time. It's a triple for Fred Nicholson. Lizards still alive. Hanley Ramirez stepping in, runner on third. 2 away. There's a roller to third base. Bregman throws to first. He is out. Game is over. Beantown wins 6-2. Heading to the box score here on opening day. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for Beantown. The Lehigh Lizards 2-11-0. Beantown's hitting stars, Lazzeri went 2 for 5. Ordonez went 2 for 5. Those are 4 of the 6 hits for Lehigh, who had 11 hits in the game. 2 went to Abreu, 2 to Nicholson, 2 to Brett, and Kenny Williams, who's newly acquired, went 3 for 4. Home runs in the game, Johnson off of Hubble with the bases empty. That ball traveled 367 feet. Hippo Vaughn's the game's MVP, and Keller is out injured for 2 days until the 7th. There's the box score. Winning pitcher, Vaughn, 9 innings pitched, 11 hits, 2 runs, all earned, struck out 6, walked 1. Hubble, the loser, 9 innings pitched, 9 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned, struck out 10, walked 5. And let's go back to the schedule, and we will sim Hadley Lake at San Francisco. 8-0, San Francisco lead. We head for the 6th of April. We're going to sim the second game of the series. Beantown defeats Lehigh for the second game in a row, 5-3. Let's see, is there something we're going to play here? Yeah, there is something. Hadley Lake at San Francisco, 6-5. San Francisco beats Hadley Lake 2 days in a row. Opening day for Carolina, Washington at Carolina. This is Carolina's first game in Field of Dreams. Washington defeats them 8-2. Kid Nichols over Lowry. The Union Stewards, the old D-Gens team at Florence. Florence squeaks by the Union Stewards 8-7 in that game. Hornsby went 3 for 4 with a home run. Chico's at Amazing, their opening day game, and Chico's wins 5-0. Manchester and St. Louis will play that game. Philadelphia at Cleveland, 3-1 Cleveland. And Lancaster, who believes I have a jinx and he loses all the games that I play, are opening up at the Bronx at Kansas City's Municipal Stadium. Here we go. 6-2 the Bronx, and Lancaster's bad streak remains with me. 6-2 Bronx win. We head to April 7th. And what April 7th is, besides, oh, wait a second. I want to go back and play that game. We will head to April 7th in a second, but before that, we will play Manchester at St. Louis. Pedro Martinez on the mound for Manchester. It's his second tour of duty at Field of Dreams. Jake DeGrom used to pitch for Manchester, which makes this game very interesting. Everybody's lineup's in. Let's go down to the field. Okay, the first thing I notice is that is not League Park, Cleveland 2. So let's fix that right now. There we are. And since I've never played with this, we just have to take a moment and set up the layout. Wish I had music to play, but I don't. But this will just take a second. This looks like a low outfield fence to me. We'll see how I do with these labels after the game starts. Interesting looking field, if you ask me. For those of you wondering, if you've never seen this before, this shows you how easy it is to set up a field with Action PC. Takes a couple of minutes, and whenever this team plays here from this point on, it will be set. You do not have to set it every time. Make sure the on-deck batters don't get hit. Make sure the foul balls go foul. This is interesting. The catcher and the wall are right next to one another. That should do it. Here we go. And here's the lineup for Manchester. Soto in right batting first, Dot at DH second. Votto at first batting third. Jacobson in center field hitting cleanup. McCarver, the catcher, hitting fifth. First time I've ever seen him hit fifth in baseball. Robinson in left field. That's Frank Robinson hitting sixth. Randolph at second, seventh. Beltre at third, eighth. Reyes at short, ninth. In the outfield, Joe Jackson, Jim Edmonds, and Roberto Clemente. Left to right, Roland, Peralta, Collins, and Sisler in the infield. Bill Dickey catching. Jake DeGrom on the mound, and we're underway here at League Park in Cleveland. And there you go. Soto, first pitch of the game, delivers with a home run. It is 1-0. 007's here. Steve Tate is here. And MV checks in just in time to watch his team take a 1-0 lead. The pitch to Mel Ott. Well, that didn't last long. It's now a 2-0 lead. DeGrom allows 2 home runs. Batting third as I become speechless, Joey Votto. Will it be 3 in a row? It could be, but it isn't. Clemente's got it for the out. That's the first time since I've been broadcasting in the 8 seasons of Field of Dreams that I've ever seen a game lead off with 2 home runs. Jacobson up. Pops it up. Clemente makes the second out. And McCarver. Joe Jackson's got it. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Manchester 2 Hawks coming to bat. The batting order for the Hawks will have Collins at second base leading off, Jackson in left batting second, Sister at first, third, Vaughn the DH fourth, Dickey catching fifth, Edmonds in center sixth, Clemente seventh in right field, Peralta the shortstop eighth, and Scott Rowland at third base batting ninth. In the outfield, Frank Robinson, Baby Doll Jacobson, and Juan Soto left to right. In the infield, Beltre, Reyes, Randolph, and Votto. Catching for Manchester, who I can't read, is Tim McCarver. And here we go. Eddie Collins steps in. Pedro delivers, and it's a base hit. Collins at first. Throw to first. He gets back. Jackson deep in the right field. Something tells me there's going to be a lot of home runs hit in this stadium into right field. And that ties the game at 2. That lead didn't last long for MV. It's a little crowded here at home plate with pictures and labels. I'm going to have to find a better photo of League Park to use here so that doesn't all jammed up in the future. Sisler up. I need to move those on deck batters. I thought I had moved them. There we go. A couple of little adjustments. Pedro pitching to Sisler. He's out. That one couldn't have gone any deeper. Archie Vaughn slaps a single into left field. It's going to roll the wall. Vaughn is going to head for third. He's going to slide. He's going to be safe. Runner at third, 1 out for Bill Dickey. Pops it up in the infield. But Robinson gets it, calls off the shortstop. Vaughn is safe. I don't know how that happened. Robinson must have fallen asleep because he couldn't have been any closer to the infield. And it is 3-2 Hawks. Much to the chagrin of MV as Edmonds steps in. He lines out to Beltre to end the inning, but not before the damage is done. We go to the second, Hawks leading the Red Bolts 3-2. DeGrom delivers to Robinson. Grounded to third. One away. Randolph up next, followed by Beltre. Strikeout number 1 for DeGrom. Strikeout number 2 for DeGrom. We head to the bottom of the second. Clemente, Peralta, and Roland facing Pedro Martinez. Strikeouts galore here in Cleveland's Park. Look at all these strikeouts. Roland hits it on the ground to short. Someone finally got contact. He's out. Quick 1-2-3 inning. We head to the third. 3-2. Hawks. Okay. After a sip of water, we will see Reyes followed by the top of the order, Soto and Ott. DeGrom delivers. 1 down. Well, DeGrom didn't want any part of Soto after hitting his first pitch out of the park. Is now going to face Ott, who had the same result. Soto is safe, first stolen base of the year. Ott to shallow center. Edmonds has got it. 2 down, runner on second base. Joey Votto. Fly to right. You guessed it. It's off the wall. Run will score. Votto goes in the second with a stand-up double. Manchester ties the game at 3, and this ball flies in this park to right field. Baby Doll Jacobson, runner in scoring position. He will then single into left field and knock that run in as Manchester takes a 4-3 lead. All my sims say that this is going to be a hitter's season. Lots of runs scored. Throw to second. Jacobson is safe, stealing second. McCarver facing DeGrom. Let's see where this one lands. This one lands off the wall. 1 run scores. McCarver goes into second. I don't know if Big Clue's going to regret picking League Park, but the ball is flying out of here to right field as Frank Robinson steps in. Ball gets away from the catcher. It's a pass ball. Runner goes to third. Pitch to Frank Robinson. It isn't to right field, so it's probably going to be an out. Roland catches it. Ends the inning. Top of the third, but not before Manchester scores 3 runs. It's 5-3 Manchester Red Bolts. MV, if you're going to boo, you're going to have to clap or something when you do something good, because you're scoring all these runs and the last thing everybody reads is the word boo. Okay, bottom of the third, we'll see the top of the Hawks order facing Pedro. Reyes up with it, and there's going to be an error on the play. Let's see who it's on. It's on Reyes, the shortstop. Will Votto be at first or second? Collins. Collins goes to second base on the error at third base. Runner on second. Nobody out. Joe Jackson. Fly to left. Frank Robinson's got it. Martinez delivers to George Sisler, his second tour of duty in the league. Sisler flies to center field. Collins has to retreat, and Archie Vaughn throw to second. He gets back. Vaughn's going to single in the left field. Collins will score easily. Closes the lead to 5-4, and up steps Bill Dickey. There goes Vaughn. He is caught stealing. McCarver throws him out. We head to inning number 4. It is 5-4 Manchester. DeGrom is on the mound. Will be facing Randolph, Beltre, and Reyes, the bottom third of Manchester's order. Rolling up with it. 1 down. Line drive, Roland catches it before it hits the ground. 2 down. Jose Reyes strikes out, throw to first. Oh, no, it's a bunt, throw to first. They get him for the out. 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 5-4 Manchester. The computer does that, I think, a little too often. Attempts a bunt for hit, but it did. Bill Dickey, Edmonds, and Clemente facing Pedro Martinez. Great play by Beltre, and as always, it's an out. Martinez delivers. Edmonds hits it to right. Soto's got it for the out. Clemente. There it was. Lined up the middle. It didn't look like that. Off the mound, fielded by Reyes, throws to first for the out. Didn't look like that to me, but we head to the 5th, 5-4, Manchester. DeGrom facing Soto, homered his first time up. This time's going to ground out Collins to DeGrom. 1 away. Mallard also homered in the first. This time pops it up to Peralta, who's got it for the out. And Joey Votto 1 for 2 on the day. Edmonds puts it away at the fence. 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. We're halfway home. It's 5-4 Manchester. Here we go. Peralta, the number 8 hitter. Pedro strikes him out. Roland, who's made some nice plays today, is the 4th Pedro victim. And Collins, the top of the order, is the 5th Pedro victim. 1-2-3, go the Hawks. Seems like they were just up here a minute ago, but here they are again at the top of the 6th. Jacobson, McCarver, and Robinson. 4 strikeouts in a row by both these teams. When will it end? McCarver ends it with a grounder to short. Peralta to Sisler for the out. Frank Robinson started his career with the Vegas team, will ground out to second base. 1-2-3. Go Manchester. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 5-4. Red Bulls. Joe Jackson, Sisler, and Vaughn facing Pedro. 4th strikeout in a row for Pedro. Sisler on the ground. Beltre this time fields it cleanly, throws him out at first. And Archie Vaughn who's going to hit it on the ground to Reyes. 1, 2, 3, go the Hawks. We head to the seventh. This fast-moving game, 5-4 Red Bulls. Randolph, Beltre, and Reyes. That's the bottom third of the order. DeGrom delivers. Collins has got it. Beltre. Number 4 for DeGrom. And Al Reyes is coming in to pitch. Fly to center field. He is out. There's midlife crisis, not afraid to cheer for another team. Let's go Bolts. Bottom of the seventh, St. Louis to send up Dickey Edmonds and Clemente to face Pedro Martinez. Best curveball I've ever seen in person is Pedro Martinez. Fly to center, Jacobson's got it. Edmonds walks. Pedro has thrown 89 pitches. His EPC is 110. Pedro is famously known for being able to throw 100 pitches. After 100 pitches, he would get hit. And just asked Grady Little about that in 2003, the famous let's leave him in past 100 pitches and see what happens game. Clemente facing Pedro. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. Edmonds is going to go to third, and just like that in the bottom of the seventh, the Hawks threaten with runners on first and third, 1 out for Johnny Peralta. Pedro's pitch. Strikeout number 7. Pedro's at 97. He still should be good. Pitching to Roland. Pops it up. Pedro pitches out of it as Roland puts it away. We head for the 8th. Still 5-4 Manchester. As we have MV thanking Midlife as the Mutual Admiration Society has a meeting in the stands. 8th inning, we'll see Al Reyes face Soto, Ott, and Joey Votto. Soto trots down to first. Pitch to Mel Ott. Ground ball. The Sisler's going to make a great play. Step on the bag for the out. 1 down as Soto advances to second, and Jose Ruiz will come into pitch. Jackson catches it in left field. 2 down, runner still at second for Baby Doll Jacobson. He's going to be intentionally walked. And Tim McCarver steps in. McCarver hits it to Roland's going to take it the short way to Collins to end the top half of the 8th. We head to the bottom of the 8th, 5-4 still. Manchester's been this way since the 3rd inning. Hawks reduced to 6 outs here before they need to get a run before they get 6 outs. They will send up Collins, the top of their order, followed by Jackson and Sisler. Pedro Martinez with 102 pitches is still okay. But even the computer manager knows something Grady Little did not know in 2003. Pedro can't go more than 100 pitches. Darwin delivers to Collins. Reyes with a web gem, our first of the day. One down. Jackson on the ground to Reyes. Two down. Reyes is rated a 6. Shows you even 6-rated infielders can perform web gems, as Sisler to face Darwin. And that ball is going to be hit down into the left field corner. Sisler is going to hold up at second base with a double, and the tying run is on, 2 away, bottom of the 8th. The DH and backup shortstop, Archie Vaughn. There's a ground ball up the middle. Randolph backhands it. Tavato for the out. Manchester gets out of the inning. We head to inning number 9. It is 5-4 Red Bolts. Frank Robinson, Randolph, and Beltre to face Jose Ruiz. Edmonds has got it in deep right center field. Ground ball up the middle. Peralta to Sisler for the out. And Andre Beltre hits a slow roller to Collins, flips it to Sisler. We head to the bottom of the 9th. It's 5-4 Red Bolts. Bill Dickey, Edmonds, and Clemente attempting to score a run before 3 outs occur here in the bottom of the 9th. Darwin is not going to pitch. Dustin Hermanson, a reliever that MV got from my Vegas team in a trade, will come in to close it out. Base hit in the right field. Dickey in first. I doubt Jim Edmonds will bunt, but he steps in there. Let's see what happens. There is a base hit in the right center field, and Dickey's going to hold at second to be safe. First 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 9th. Nobody out. Clemente, Peralta, and Rowland, the bottom third of the order, asked to knock in the tying run. Fly ball deep into right field. Soto's got it. Dickey is going to hold. One down, makes the double play into effect. Johnny Peralta 0 for 3 today to face Hermanson. Fly to center. Jacobson backs up and gets that one. St. Louis Hawks down to the last out. Scott Rowland steps in. And there's a base hit in the left field. Dickey will score as he was off with the crack of the bat. It is all tied at 5 here in the 9th. And to answer Jeff Hunter's question, they might go undefeated, but they're going to have to go 10 innings to do it. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Eddie Collins. Will Hermanson stay in? No. Daniel Hudson comes in, and Hermanson, the closer, fails in his first attempt. He's going to be credited with a blown save. Eddie Collins, a slow roller to second. Throw to first. He's safe. Eddie Collins beats it out. The bases are now loaded. And shoeless Joe Jackson, wearing shoes, steps to the plate. He's hitting .409 in the season that he's depicting this year. Steps into the left side batter's box. Daniel Hudson checks the runners, delivers. Line drive, base hit, center field. Run scores. It's over. The Hawks defeat Manchester in the bottom of the ninth inning in walk-off fashion, 6-5. As David Lando says, oh my God. And to answer Jeff Hunter's question, the Red Bolts will not go undefeated. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors for St. Louis, 5-5-1 for the Red Bolts. They led all the way until 2 outs of the ninth inning. Hitting stars, there were 5 hits for Manchester. They were the top 5 batters in their order. 11 hits for St. Louis, 2 by Collins, 2 by Jackson, including that game-winning single to knock in the walk-off run. Archie Vaughn also had 2 hits. Pitching line shows DeGrom 6 2/3, 5 hits, 5 runs, all earned. Struck out 4, walked 1. Al Reyes followed 2/3 of an innings, walked a batter. And Ruiz pitched 1 2/3 innings. He got the win. He's now 1-0. Pitched an inning and 2/3. No strikeouts, 1 walk. Pedro Martinez pitched 7 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. Struck out 7, walked 1. Darwin came on for the Holes for 1 inning. Hermanson came on to get the save. He blew it. He's now 0-1. 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. And Hudson came in, allowed 2 hits, could not stop the bleeding. Home runs in the game. Soto and Ott led the game off with back-to-back home runs. St. Louis had one by Jackson. Game MVP, no mistake about it, Joe Jackson. There we go. There's game number 2. I'm losing my voice, but 2 days are done. Let's see, we can do one more game. April 7th, this will be the last game I do before I zip it up. The interesting thing about April 7th, it's my birthday. Vegas at Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake, a very difficult team this year. Vegas defeats Crystal Lake 8-5. Hadley Lake at San Francisco. San Francisco sweeps Hadley Lake 8-3. We're gonna show everybody the new Carolina team. Union Stewards at Florence. Florence beats them 4-3. Chico's at Amazing. Amazing 6-3, evens that series up. Manchester and St. Louis. St. Louis pounds Manchester 10-2. Pete Alexander wins his first game in the league in his second tour of duty. Philadelphia at Cleveland, and they even that series at a game apiece. They win 2-1. Lancaster at the Bronx, 10-3. The Bronx win. Joe Holland gets that victory. Let's take a look at the Carolina team. And I must add that after the manager file came in for Jamie's Washington team, I was really impressed. That team is going to be a contender. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. The Clowns, newly branded team, will pitch Carl Mays. The Marsh Tackies will pitch Shohei Ohtani. Our first look at Shohei Ohtani in Field of Dreams. The lineups are in. This game was requested by David Landau. He wanted to see what this Carolina team looks like. And there they are in the field, left to right, Wynn in left, Trout in center, Combs in right, Chapman at third, Vizquel at short, Fletcher at second, JT Snow at first, who will fix his picture in a minute, Victor Martinez catching, Ohtani pitching. Batting order for Washington, Hamilton in center field leading off, followed by Babe Ruth back in the league in right field hitting second. Dan Bruthers at first hitting third. Home run Baker, even though Ruth is in the lineup. He's hitting fourth. Holmes, the DH, batting fifth. Doyle at second. Sixth, Kelly in left. Seventh, Fisk, cuts Carlton Fisk, catching eighth. And Dolan at short, batting ninth. Let's do the first batter, and then we'll put that picture in there. The pitch to Hamilton. Vizquel to the pictureless JT Snow. There we go. Now let's fix that picture. Well, do we want that one or the Angels? Well, we got lots of Snow pictures. He was with the Yankees. Let's leave him with San Francisco. I remember him, however, mostly with the Angels. But there we go. He's got a picture. Babe Ruth's got a picture. And he hits it on the ground to Snow, to Ohtani, web gem number 1 in today's game. Ohtani facing Bruthers here in Yankee Stadium. That's a long way out there in left center field. Trout's got it for the out. We head to the bottom of the first. Washington nothing. The Marsh Tackies, Carolina, no score. Batting order for Carolina will have Coombs in right batting first, Vizquel at short batting second, Trout in center field. Hitting third, Martinez catching fourth, Wynn in left, fifth, Chapman sixth at third, JT Snow seventh at first base, Alfonso the DH batting eighth, and Fletcher at second base hitting ninth. In the outfield, Kelly, Hamilton, and Ruth. Infield, Baker, Dolan, Doyle, and Bruthers. Fisk is the catcher. Mays pitching to Combs when the bottom of the inning is off and running. Base hit. Carolina's first batter in the history of their franchise singles. Omar Vizquel reaches first on a walk. Runners on first and second. Mays delivers to Mike Trout. Trout flies out to Kelly. That ball's so deep, Combs is allowed to go to third after he tags. Victor Martinez. There goes the runner. Vizquel, he's out. 2 away. Martinez still up. And he is going to hit a line drive in the right field, but Ruth is going to trap it. The run will score. There is the first run scored in Carolina's history, and it's 1-0. Martinez at first, Randy Wynn up. Babe Ruth puts it away for the out. We head to the second inning, 1-0, Carolina. Baker hits it to center. Trout's going to put it away. Holmes and Doyle to follow. Combs puts that away in right field. And Doyle's going to hit it back to the mound. Ohtani to first for the out. We head to the bottom of the second as I take a little water here. Chapman, Snow, and Alonso due up for Carolina. First strikeout for Carl Mays. Hamilton's got it as JT Snow flies out. And Edgardo de Alfonso, I can speak, don't let anybody fool you, grounds out to end the inning. We head to the top of the third. Kelly Fisk and Dolan to face Ohtani. Fisk is hit by a pitch. Someone's ejected. Let's read it. 0-1 from Ohtani in a tight the pitch hit him in the midsection. Fisk looks upset. Martinez is holding back. Ohtani is yelling back at Fisk. Victor Martinez has been ejected. And just like that, there's Carolina's first ejection. Hargrave in to catch. I have it on human when I play so the computer doesn't do something automatically that can't be undone. Dolan with a runner on first will face Ohtani. New catchers Hargrave. Ohtani strikes him out. Hamilton. Runners on first and second. Babe Ruth. Pops it up in the infield. Snow's got it. We head to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Carolina. Mays to face Fletcher, Combs, and Vizquel. Strikeout number 2 for Mays. Combs line drive in the right field. That is a base hit. Omar Vizquel facing Mays. There goes the runner. The throw. Combs is safe. Runner on second. Stolen base number 1. And dare I say it, first stolen base for our Carolina team. Vizquel. There's a pass ball. Combs goes to third. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on third. The pitch. Ground ball to Doyle. This should score a run. They traded out for a run. It is 2-0 Carolina. Mike Trout. Strikeout number 3 for Mays. That's it. After 3, it's 2-0 Carolina. Top of the fourth inning, Bruthers, Baker, and Holmes to face Ohtani. Ground ball to Fletcher, flips to Snow covering for the out. Baker strikes out number 3. Ohtani delivers to Holmes. Slow roll to the third. Chapman up with it. It's going to be a close play. He is safe. Holmes beats it out. Runner on first for Washington. Larry Doyle. Larry Doyle hits a home run into right center field here at Yankee Stadium, and just like that, Washington has tied the game at 2. That ball traveled 351 feet. You can hit the ball to right center field and Yankee Stadium and hit home runs all day. Well, we got a new ball game as Joe Kelly steps into the batter's box. Vizquel up with it. Out number 3. We head to the bottom of the fourth, but not before Washington ties it up at 2. Bottom of the inning, we'll see Hargrave win and Chapman bat. Hargrave came in for the ejected Victor Martinez, fly ball to center for the out. Randy Wynn. Dolan to first. 2 away. And Ray Chapman. Ground ball up the middle. Doyle with a good play. He throws him out. Here we go. Top of the fifth inning, all tied at 2. Carlton Fisk dialing on the top of the order. Hamilton to face Shohei Ohtani. Trout backing up. He's got it. Ground ball to JT Snow. Takes it to the bag himself. 3 unassisted. And Billy Hamilton strikes out. Ohtani gets his 4th strikeout. Halfway home, this game is tied at 2. Mays now will face Snow, Alfonso, and Fletcher, the bottom third of Carolina's order. Dahlen for the out. 1 down. Line drive, base hit for Alfonso in center field. David Fletcher pops it up behind the plate into the stands. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Line drive, base hit in the left. Alfonso holds. That is a single for Fletcher. Runners on first and second, 1 away for the top of the order. Earl Combs, the right fielder, who is 2 for 2 today. He's still 2 for 2, and now the bases are loaded. Mays pitching to Omar Vizquel. Bases loaded. 1 down. Slow roller to Doyle. This will be a hard man to double up. They will not double him up. Run will score, and Carolina takes a 3-2 lead on the slow roller to second. Mike Trout up. Runners on first and third. There goes the runner. Vizquel safe. Carolina trying to get a couple of insurance runs here. Has runners on second and third with 2 outs. Trout strikes out. Mays gets number 4. We head to the 6th. 3-2 Carolina. Babe Ruth is going to lead off for Washington, followed by Bruthers and Baker. Ground ball to Snow, takes it himself. 1 down. Base hit in the center field. Bruthers is going to end up on second with a double, his first hit of the season. Baker 0 for 2. Slow roller to short. Vizquel charges it across the diamond. He's going to be safe. Baker beats out an infield hit. Washington has runners on first and second, 1 out for Tommy Holmes. Tommy Holmes hitting .352 in the year he's based on this season. He immediately hits it on the ground as Snow's going to throw it to Vizquel for 1. Back to Snow for a 3-6-3 double play to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th, still 3-2 Carolina. Hargrave winning Chapman to face Carl Mays. Both starters still in there. Hargrave grounds to short. 1 down. Randy Wynn trots down to first base. Wynn on first, threat to steal. Pitch to Chapman. Wynn steals second. Chapman looking to knock in a insurance run. Mays delivers, but Chapman walks. First and second. JT Snow pops it up. Doyle calls for it. It's got it. Infield fly rule. 2 away, 2 on for Ed Alfonso. Three 1 pitch. Walked him. Bases loaded. I don't know how long they're going to stick with Mays, but he's walked the bases. Fletcher up. David Fletcher. 1 for 2 today. Fletcher's going to single in the right field. 2 runs will score. It is now 5-2. Carolina in the bottom of the 6th. Earl Combs coming to the plate. Combs 2 for 2. He walked his last time up. Line drive in a right center field all the way to the wall. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs is going to score. Combs is going to end up at second. There's a poor play in center field by Hamilton. That's Combs' first double. And just like that, it's a 7-2 Carolina lead. Vizquel going to face Matt Cooper as we have a pitching change. Vizquel on the ground to Baker. And mercifully, the inning's over, but not before Carolina scores 4. Excuse me. It is now 7-2. Sorry about that. My voice is giving out, so this will be the last game. Top of the 7th, Carolina, 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Washington, 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Carolina's left on 4, and Washington is left 2 men on base. Ohtani's got a red-lit box by his pitching number, will face Doyle. But Lefty Gomez will be coming in to face Doyle. Great initial outing by Ohtani. That looked like a bunt. And it is, and he is out. Great advertisement for turning off the bunt. Gomez pitches to Kelly. Combs puts it away for out number 2. Carlton Fisk, deep in the left field, wins, got it at the fence. We head to the bottom of the 7th, 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Carolina. Washington, 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Mike Trout, Hargrave, and Wynn to face the relief pitcher Cooper. In the stands, Trout walks. Runner on first, nobody out for Hargrave. First strikeout for Cooper. Win in the right center field. It's going to be picked up by Ruth and Hamilton. It's going to be a poor play. Wynn's going to end up at second. Trout's going to go all the way home to score a run. That is a poor play, but a double for Randy Wynn. That poor play is on the center fielder, I believe, Hamilton. Chapman up, runner on second. Chapman walks. Carolina's 0 for 1. They lost the opening day game to Washington. They are looking to tie it up and send out JT Snow to the plate. Send up. He strikes out number 2 for Cooper. And Alonso, known as a pretty good hitter, the DH, is batting .277 in the season that he is playing from. That ball's hit on the ground. Abreu is going to flip to Cooper covering for the out. We head to the 8th. It's 8-2 Carolina. Thank you, David. Okay, here we go. Dahlin. Combs has got it. Top of the order, Hamilton, followed by, you guessed it, Babe Ruth to face lefty Gomez. 2 down, lefty on lefty. Ruth walks. And Bruth is up. Pop up behind the plate. Hargraves got it for the out. We head to the bottom of the 8th, 8-2 Carolina. Bottom of the order, Fletcher. Kelly coming in to get it. Base hit to left for Coombs. 9th hit of the day for Carolina. 4th hit of the day for him. Coombs, however you say it. Vizquel to Dahlin, going to flip to Doyle. No, he's going to throw to first for the out. 2 down. Combs goes to second. Trout strikes out number 3 for Cooper. We head to the 9th inning, 8-2 Carolina. Baker facing Gomez. Snow up with it, taking it to the bag himself. Lefty on lefty again, Holmes to left. And it's going to be into the stands. That ball traveled much further than it looked. It is 8-3. If you're going to give up a home run, a solo shot is the way to go. Doyle's going to hit it in the right field. Combs is going to take it on his shoe tops for the out. 2-away, runner in for Kelly. Base hit in the left field. That's going to end up to be a double. Joe Kelly, with his first double, will be on second base. 2 outs. Washington down to the last out, but Carolina's having a hard time putting them away. Fisk up the middle. Vizquel, great play. Great plays are always outs. That game is over. Carolina, 8-3 winners over Washington. Let's check the box score. Let me take a sip of water before we do that. For Washington, 2 hits for Holmes. Nobody else had more than 1. They only had 6 in the game. 4 for 4 Combs. He's going to be the MVP. 2 hits for Fletcher. Starting pitchers, Mays, the loser. He's 0 for 1, 5 2/3, 7 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, struck out 4, walked 5. Cooper came in to pitch 2 1/3 innings. Ohtani, the winner's first win for the Carolina franchise, the Marsh Tackies. He's now 1-0, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, struck out 4, walked 1. And Gomez came in to save number 1. Earl Combs, once again, the MVP of the game, going 4 for 4. As we go back, well, that's it. We're not going back anyway. That's the end of April 7th. On April 7th this coming year, I will be 74 years old, so I'm getting up there. We're going to start on the 8th when whoever picks this game up. A quick review of the standings shows St. Louis and the Bronx tied for first in Moneyball. Beantown tied for first in Sandlot. San Francisco 3-0 in rain delay. And in the natural division, Florence and Vegas, undefeated. Florence, 2 games. Vegas 1. I play a lot fewer games than most teams for some reason. For the first couple of months of the season, I'm 8 to 10 games behind the pack. I do catch up later, but I have fewer games played early on in the season. I want to thank David Landau, Midlife Crisis, Mark from Beantown, David Landau again, Jeff Hunter, MV came by, Midlife Crisis, MV rooting for his team there. 007, Steve Tate was here. I don't know how long he was here, but thank you for coming by. Jeff Hunter, Grant Ellis, I hope you visit us again, and Aaron Reed for being the first one in the ballpark. Anyway, my name is Bernie Strom. That's it for today, opening day for Field of Dreams. I will see you all on Discord. Hope you have a nice weekend.